Here we are again with Sundry News for Wednesday, August 12th. We'll start with this evening's Daily Shapiro. Curl. Beware the secret Trump voters. They are out there, despite what the polls say. I believe it too. Because you get seriously frowned at for saying anything positive about Trump. So some people just don't want the hassle. But that doesn't mean that their minds have changed. Tucker Carlson. There are timeshare salesmen more trustworthy than Kamala Harris. Funny. Report. New York City moved convicted pedophiles very near to elementary school. Okay. New York City just mistake after mistake after mistake, and fucking de Blasio is way too arrogant to ever admit that. I don't understand why Governor Cuomo a while back threatened to have de Blasio removed from office, but then nothing ever came of it, and things are just seeming worse and worse and worse in New York City. Cuomo really should have grown some balls and acted on his words. Walsh. The left celebrates woman VP pick, forgetting that women no longer exist according to their ideology. Yeah. No such thing as biological sex. Although I'm not sure which left you're talking about is celebrating it. I've heard that most people fucking hate it. Trump. If Biden can stand up and breathe, media will say it's one of the greatest debate performances in history. That's funny too. I hope we do have debates. I mean, there's no reason to cancel them. There's no good reason to cancel them. Obviously, the reason would be that Biden can't actually stand up and breathe and talk and make any sense at all. But that's not a good reason, because if he wants to be president, if people are going to vote for him, they need to know what's up. Moving on, Louder with Crowder newsletter. Trump just tweeted a video on Biden's racism problem that is brutal. Democrats want to make the 2020 election about race. It's clear from the headlines of Joe Biden choosing Kamala Harris this morning. The media wants that too. None of the conversations about the something. Yeah, Joe Biden definitely has a racism problem. Tucker Carlson blasts Brian Stelter. That was headline yesterday. I'm not gonna read about that because I already did. I'm not gonna read it again. Steven Crowder on full George Floyd tape. Yes, I watched that, and I don't believe that there would not have been riots if the tape had been released, because people just want to find hate and racism everywhere, even where it's not. And but they're obviously going to be hard-pressed to prove murder. Donald Trump just dropped attack ad against Kamala Harris. It's brutal. It's come to this. Common sense about the panic from Larry the Cable Guy. Well, honestly, that's not very surprising. Anyway. The Daily Yahoo. Goya CEOs cozying up to Trump may have backfired, study shows. Bullshit. It's been 1 month since Robert Unanue, CEO of Goya Foods, created a furor by praising President Trump during a White House meeting, and after that his sales skyrocketed. Whatever. Children in Beirut suffer from trauma after deadly blast. When the huge explosion ripped through Beirut last week, it shattered the glass doors near where 3-year-old Abed Itani was playing with his Lego blocks. Like thousands of others in Lebanon, he is grappling with trauma. Well, it's only been a week. Kids are more resilient than older people. Especially little kids like that. Trump says he is inclined to host G7 meeting after the November 3rd election. U.S. President Donald Trump said on Monday he is interested in hosting a Group of Seven summit in a calmer atmosphere after the November presidential election, and that he has not decided whether to invite Russian President Vladimir Putin. All right. I'm not so sure that there will be a calmer atmosphere, but, I mean, do what you want to do. Turkish ship starts energy search amid standoff with Greece. A Turkish seismic research vessel has begun surveying for energy resources in contested areas of the eastern Mediterranean, Turkey's energy minister said Wednesday, amid an escalation of tensions between rivals Greece and Turkey over oil and gas exploration rights. Turkey's seismic surveying ship Orukai? No, probably not. Can Greece afford to have problems with other countries? I thought they were still, super bankrupt. Lucid Air EV has a projected 517 miles of range, and we saw EV, electric vehicle. We saw 458 miles on a real-world ride-along. The startup's electric sedan gets a Tesla beating by far EPA estimated range. We rode along as the CEO drove a prototype and got close to achieving it. That's nice. Although, the question is, would its capabilities degrade over time? Because, I mean, that's generally a problem with electric anything. Everything. Batteries. 3 retirement savings questions you have to ask yourself if you're unemployed. Retirement probably isn't top of your mind if you've lost your job due to the panic, but there's no denying the present circumstances will affect your retirement plans. Here are 3 questions you should ask yourself about your retirement savings if you've recently lost your job. From Motley Fool. That one could be useful to read for somebody. Know where the candidates stand. Not on the debate stage. At least not yet. Hopefully. Election day is coming. Yep, and Yahoo News is not the trusted source to get all your election news from which to get all your election news. And there's Yahoo Search, and trending now is Thandie Newton, Madeline Westerhouse, coronavirus, Emily Hunt, Prudential Life Insurance, Toyota RAV4 sale, Madeline Westerhout. Are those supposed to be the same person? And people got their names confused? Lauren Silverman, Oriental Area Rug, Camilla Luddington.